Hello and welcome to PsychSoc 271, Data Analysis in Psychology and Sociology. If you're listening to this video, I am not feeling well today. I just got my vaccine, so this will orient you instead. So today I was briefly going to go over the syllabus and steps to use SPSS. So you should have access to Canvas, and the first thing that you should do is open Module 0, and that is our orientation module. I'm going to briefly go over the syllabus here, but you should be reading this in detail on your own time. Then you're going to go to Start Here. This goes over what you're going to learn in this module. And this is the format of the class. We're going to have a module overview, the content in the module, and then followed up with a module wrap-up. So the first thing you should do is, if you haven't already, review your Canvas settings and profiles and set your Canvas notifications. This way you can receive course emails and announcements when you want to receive them. There's also information about additional resources. If you see here, this little question mark on the corner is a help icon, and you can click that to get information on troubleshooting things in Canvas if you need that. Next, there is also a mobile app for Canvas, so take a look at that if that's of interest to you. This is a little bit about me. I was actually a student at Southwestern, and I went to UCSD and then got my master's and Doctor of Psychology degrees at Alliant International University at Fresno in San Diego. I live here in San Diego with my husband and 2 little dogs. And in my free time, I enjoy singing and writing songs about our dogs. There is a little clip here of one of the songs that we wrote. A little more information about me. I worked as a licensed psychologist for a while. So I did my postdoc at Rady Children's Hospital. I had completed my dissertation on post-traumatic stress disorder in immigrant children and the effect of post-traumatic stress symptoms on language development. Then I did my postdoc at Rady Children's Hospital, where I worked with sexually abused children. From there, I went on to work as a school psychologist in a few schools. School psychologists mostly do psychometrics, which is using tests to determine eligibility for special education. And then I went and worked in DSS at Southwestern College, Disability Support Services, where I conducted learning disability evaluations, worked with the autism program called NeuroLinks, and provided learning disability counseling. And so then I just moved over to the psych department a year ago, January. So just in case you're interested, I know some of you are looking at pursuing degrees in psychology, and you might want to know what is out there in terms of options for jobs. Okay, so how you can contact me. The best way to contact me is using the Canvas inbox. You may also post your questions to the course Q&A, but I won't see that as often. So if you want an immediate response, use the Canvas inbox. We will meet virtually. This is actually, yes, I have the wrong course open for you guys. So let's go to the 27101 class. There we go. On Thursdays from 12:35 to 1:50, note we're only meeting during the lab portion of the course. In order to log in, you will always be using this web address right here, and this will always be our passcode. If you have questions about Canvas, they're best handled by the Online Learning Center and Canvas support, although I will try to assist you with technical questions when possible. In this course, you'll be using SPSS statistics software as a tool for calculating statistics and analyzing data. The format for the class is partially asynchronous, which means that you will learn content through pre-recorded lectures posted on Canvas. You'll need to watch the videos and complete the learning checks prior to Thursday's lab. Note that, again, we'll only meet during the lab portion of the course, and you will need to download SPSS software to your computer or access the software through remote PC, and I'll tell you more about that when we get to required materials. The course will last 12 weeks. So here's an overview of Canvas. When you're in Zoom class, I would love to see a picture of you or an avatar. So this is information on how to do that. This first discussion here is designed for you to get to know some of your classmates and for me to find a little bit about you. You can see here the first post is due on Saturday at 10 p.m. and the reply post is due at 10 p.m. on Tuesday. I'm looking for meaningful engagement, and you do need at least 2 peer replies. And there is a grading rubric that you can also look at to see about how the discussion is going to be graded. So we already have some people answering. All right, so required materials. This textbook here is required for the class. And you will also need to have the SPSS software installed in your computer. You will see these links here. I have a PC link and a Mac link for you to click on, and this will enable you to download the software. Here is an authorization code for you to use in the download process. Note that in order to use the download, you must have a compatible operating system and enough memory on your computer, and unfortunately the software can't be downloaded onto Chromebooks. If you look below, here is a video of how to download SPSS statistics. If you are unable to download SPSS software, you can access the SPSS software through free through remote PC. If you choose this option, you should only use the software on Thursdays from 12:35 to 1:50. And here is a video that shows you how to set it up. You just click here. You will get, you should have received an email with giving you a link to remote PC if you want that option. Okay, here's the next. So you should have completed these math courses and are taking 270 concurrently or are taking it previously. Okay, so labs are due on Saturday. Learning checks are due before class on Thursday, and you also need to watch the lectures by Thursday. This is to make sure that you're prepared for lab. You have one required discussion post, and that's this one that you're completing this week. There is a midterm project. You'll be finding more about that later on in the semester, and there is a final exam. So online attendance is marked by participation and engagement. You'll be considered present if there's evidence of your participation in the course. Note that you are not required to attend Zoom labs. The labs are designed as an opportunity for you to ask questions and receive assistance. But they will be recorded if you want to review them later. And you can also reach out to me via email or come to my office hours on Wednesdays from 4 to 5. If you do attend labs, please arrive on time. As soon as your lab is completed, you're welcome to leave. Okay, the class is designed to take about 7 hours per week, including the Zoom class time. Most of the work will be completed by you outside of the lab, and that includes watching the videos, reading your book, completing the learning checks, logging in to check for announcements, messages, comments, etc. During the first week of class, attend the Zoom class to mark your attendance. If you're unable to attend the class, please email me to confirm your desire to stay in the course, and that way I won't drop you. If you do not submit work for 2 modules in a row, you may be dropped for non-participation. However, if you choose to drop the course, you'll need to do so officially through the college. If you fall behind, please keep in contact with me. It's important for you to keep communication up with me, and then we can try to problem solve to help you be successful in the class. Cheating is not permitted in this or any class at Southwestern College. So no written work or material may be copied from another. It includes your classmates, and you are not permitted to share your username or password with others. We have some plagiarism prevention tools, which I will be using. Note that plagiarized work typically earns a failing grade and puts you at risk of facing misconduct charges at the college. If you have a question about citations, please contact me. I would like this class to be a supportive learning environment, and I will call you out if you're being disrespectful. Please know that anyone who engages in disrespectful or inappropriate behavior will be locked out of discussions and potentially face student misconduct charges. Thank you. Here's the next one. Discussion guidelines. Since you only have the one discussion in the course, this discussion prompt in the course, this shouldn't be too much of an issue, but do avoid sarcasm, use appropriate language, be courteous, etc. If someone posts a question in the Q&A, please feel free to respond if you know the answer. Here's a little video to help you with discussions. This is information about netiquette, so please review this. Please do not type in all caps because it seems like we're shouting. Edit and proofread before posting, etc. Grading. So you'll have 17 labs in the course. Each lab is worth 10 points. The initial discussion post is worth 5 points. The syllabus quiz is worth 5 points. There's learning checks, and they're worth 2.5 points. And then you have the midterm project. Oh, sorry, this should be 50 points. I don't know why it says 25 points here. So 50 points, and the final exam is also 50 points. And then late work. So learning checks cannot be submitted late because they're meant to prepare you to be ready for your labs. The labs can be turned in up to 1 day late, and there is a 10% late penalty. So if you turn in a lab on time, that gets 10 points, you'll get 10 points. If you turn in that same lab the next day, you'll get 9 points. That being said, if you're having a family or personal emergency, please let me know and I will work with you to come up with a plan for you to successfully complete the course. If you need to miss any exams, contact me beforehand. Approval for makeup assignments and exams is not guaranteed. So here's a video about how to find feedback. I often provide feedback. Well, actually, I always provide feedback for your assignments. So this shows you how to do that. Now, note that this video is dated. They don't have an updated version of this video for the new format that they provided in Canvas. This is our course objectives, what you're supposed to know at the end of the course. I am available, obviously, always via email, but note that I usually check my inbox on Mondays through Fridays, and I will usually respond to you within 24 hours. If I don't, please resubmit. It may have gotten accidentally deleted. Sometimes I do check email on the weekends, but don't bank on that. So our weekly schedule, I'll send out an announcement on Saturdays. You'll watch the instructional videos, read the book, etc. by Thursday, and complete the labs by Saturday. These are all the different things you can access in the course. And here is the course calendar. And so you can take a look here to find out the total prospectus for the class. Okay, so student support services, please email me with your accommodation form if you have a disability, so I can make sure that we're on the same page. If you need tutoring assistance, tutoring is available online. If you're having problems, either mental health problems, physical problems, housing insecurity, food insecurity, take a look at SWC Cares. There's a ton of programs available for students. There's, emergency money grants. There's all kinds of things. So, we really want you to be successful at Southwestern, so please take advantage of that. There's also information on free legal information as well. So if you're struggling, please take advantage of those resources. Technical support. Here we go. That's the same information we talked about previously. Scanning apps for phones. So you'll need to be able to upload your work for the assignments. What I'd like for you to do is get all your assignments, all the pages of your assignment should be uploaded into one document. And I know that Cam Scanner, one of these apps down here, gives you the ability to upload all your work as one document. But please note, I have not tried these and I'm not endorsing a particular one, but it really facilitates my grading to have all of your pages of your document in one upload. If you're unable to do that for whatever reason, you can always post additional documents into the comments section of the assignment. If you are new to online learning, please take a look at these student readiness tutorials. They're very good. And here is a syllabus quiz that you will need to complete by this Saturday. Note that this week you'll have the you'll just have the syllabus quiz and the initial post that you'll need to complete. And that's the end of our module for this week. Next week is when we'll really get started with the meat of the course, where you will be working with SPSS statistics. and learning about and reviewing levels of measurement, etc. So a normal week will look like this. You'll have your overview, you'll have the lecture. So you'll need to, the lecture basically goes over what's in your book. So take a look at your book. For next week, you have a practice opportunity to work on scales of measurement, and that is voluntary. Then you'll have your learning check. Note that your learning checks have 2 attempts, and they are multiple choice, matching, fill in the blank, etc. And then you'll have your particular lab for that chapter. And this first one's unusual in that it's actually a quiz, in a quiz format. Here is your chapter 2 lecture. Note that you can go in here, and if you have questions, you can go in there and put your questions directly into the videos themselves. Here's the learning check for chapter 2. And then you'll see this is more what a typical lab would look like. So you're referred to your book, and then you will be asked to upload your assignment. And I know they changed the format a little bit this year, but there should be an upload button that then you will upload this. And then here, often there will be a rubric for you to look at. Please look at the rubrics before you submit your assignment to make sure that you have everything required to get as many points as possible. And then you have a wrap up. So that's basically how the course is going to run. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Again, the last thing that you'll need to make sure that you do this week is to download that SPSF software, and hopefully the videos will provide you with the all the know-how to do that. All right, take care.